Well, it is time to head over to the kitchen on this Friday morning for today's dish. And today, Chef Jon-Paul shows us how to add a low-fat burst of protein to our favorite pasta dish. What is this, JP?
Well, this is actually something that my grandmother used to do when I was really little. Now, when I was just a little Jon-Paul, we used to go into the kitchen and we'd start bothering Grandma about, you know, we're hungry, when's dinner going to be ready? And what she used to do is take ricotta cheese and mix a little bit of sugar into it and feed it to us, and that would kind of assuage our hunger for a little bit until dinner was ready. Now, that's actually the filling for a cannoli, believe it or not. It's just sugar and ricotta cheese with a little bit of vanilla, and then we'll add some chopped nuts or chocolate chips or something. Well, when I went to Italy, when I got out of culinary school, I noticed that they were using ricotta in a lot of different ways. And what I want to share with you today is something that I learned, plus my own little twist on it, and I call it the amazing marinara mix-in. Now, what I've done is everybody has leftover pasta. So I have some leftover pasta, and I toss that with some marinara sauce. All right, so just to cook it through. Now, when I reheat my pasta, I actually put the sauce and the pasta in the pan and heat it together. The reason I do that is because I want the sauce to get in all the nooks and crannies of the pasta and actually flavor the pasta instead of just sitting on top of it like hot sauce when you ladle it on. Now, the amazing mix-in part. I have my basic ricotta cheese. Now, what I noticed in Italy was they would take ricotta, take their bowl of pasta, and they would just put a big dollop of ricotta on top. So you had this nice, rich, cheesy flavor that was kind of cool and kind of refreshing, and it was so easy to do. To take it one step further, I'm going to take my ricotta cheese, and I'm going to add a bunch of different flavors to it. And let me show you what I got. So I'm using part skim ricotta. You can use non-fat ricotta. For me, it's a little grainier. But ricotta's got so much good stuff in it. Now, if you've been reading up on health, as most of you have, you know that calcium has become one of those miracle fat-burning things. But it really only works well when it's based in dairy. So it has all those other nutrients in it that's going to help you kind of kill your appetite and also burn a little bit of fat for you. So I've taken my ricotta cheese, part skim, and I'm going to add some basil and oregano, or basil, some parsley, and if you want, you can add oregano. You can use thyme, you can use rosemary. Go nuts on the herbs and spices, and just throw those in. Then, I got my choice of ingredients here. I'm going to add some sun-dried tomatoes. I'm going to add I'm using some artichoke hearts. But I could also use olives. I can use anything. And just chop those up. Now, it can be as fine or as rustic as you want. I would not put this in a Cuisinart and puree it, because you really want to see the textures. Now, the thing that I love about this is as you're eating it, these amazing bursts of flavor are going to come out and just explode. And it's so much fun because you can get the kids involved. They can put their own mixes together and then just top it in your pasta. And if you don't use it all, just save it for later. Put it back in the ricotta container, and you've got this amazing treat that you could actually use as a spread or a dip. And then just mix this together. I don't use salt in this because a lot of the items that I'm showing you here, especially the capers, are very salty, all right? So they've got plenty of salt in them, cured stuff. Look at that. Very colorful, very bright. Now to serve it, check this out. Nice bowl of pasta. Look at that color. Gorgeous. Big dollop of our amazing marinara mix-in right on top. Is that stunning or what? All those bursts of flavor, little bit of protein, low fat. It just doesn't get any better. I'm going in. Kaylee, you got to try this.
Oh, I will. I intend to. It looks good.
That is good. That's really good.
Do you serve this at La Cole, by the way?
We don't serve it at La Cole, but we are serving it at my house tonight, so come on over.
I'm so there. I am so there. Thank you. I know exactly where you live, too, and I know that your wife won't mind. Hey, thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
And by the way, La Cole Restaurant, if you haven't checked it out yet, it's at the Scottsdale Culinary Institute. Give them a call, 480-990-3773.